Welcome back. Made a lot of progress. We finally got this thing inside. Over Thanksgiving or Black Friday, whatever, he ordered body parts from Super Scout Specialist. They came in. So now we start tearing into the tub, and it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of spot wells being cut and everything else. So now we've got pretty well everything cleaned up. Did the well through primer on there, and then in between we sprayed. We're still gonna spray some more, but we're spraying with the stuff that's supposed to turn the rust into paintable surfaces.
Rust-Oleum sponsor us.
Yes, and then like I said, clean all up. So found out on that side over there that we're gonna end up having to basically replace the lip seal right here. It's a little patch it had. It's like 4 feet by I think 6.5 inches. Because what happened was we're going to replace these rocker panels, but in order really to do it right is you need to basically take this piece off, put the rock panel underneath, and put the new panel on. First I was going to try to rig it up, but then I noticed that where the lip seal is over there, that it actually has rust on there. So to do it right, we're going to go ahead and order those lip seals, cut out that piece, put the new rocker panel in, put the lip seal maker on there, and then weld it all up. So, but, this one, I mean, we pulled the whole front end apart. I said, I don't know, we're at some point, I guess, pull the engine out while it's in here. And then, I don't know, we got to see which, I forget what gear ratio this is. Do you remember? I don't know. We're going to keep one set of axles. Everything else we're going to start selling off. So
I think it was probably 373
or 354 or
something like that.
So, but I'd like to see if we can get that engine running, clean it all up and everything else before we pull it out, just to make sure it's good. But what else? You want to go take a tour inside and see all the body parts? So this is what $1,700 gets you nowadays, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the what's called the wheel things right there. Because they're rusted out. End caps. This is the inner part of the fender for the driver's side. I never put one of these in before, but again, we'll see what happens. First, we got the both rear fenders. Then we got the rocker panels here. So we'll try to treat it, where he's gonna what's called, I guess, hit it with a brittle thing, whatever, and then treat it, and hopefully prevent it from rusting it again. At least as long as he has it. But I mean, that's a lot. It was what, $450
for shipping.
Yeah. So that was what, $1,200 in parts, and then $450 in shipping or whatever. So anyway, that's all that. But of course, we realized that again we have to order the lip seal makers, and then they're gonna order a battery tray because we need one of those. But I mean, that's. Lucky this is, it's got a little bit of rust on there, but again, I think it's going to suffice. Of course, the question I have is it all going to be, within specs? So we gotta, I guess, put the tailgate on there, put the doors on there, and kind of mock it up and make sure everything's going to fit. But the plan is we'll put the floor in first, weld it in, and then we'll put the inner, outers, and then I guess do the rockers later because it's going to be a while before you come in. So what else is going on? Let me see your
Trucker, we finally found another body, so hoping to get that this week.
And also we ordered this drag link because realized that these ends were, it's gone, So I ordered one from IH Parts, I think it was. It came in, it was supposed to be adjustable. So of course I'm like, I go and put the one end on, I'm like, oh, it screws in. The other one I'm trying to screw it, I'm like, why is it not screwed in? Called the company up. I'm like, it's reverse threads. Like, okay, I didn't know that. There's no instructions. Anyway, so we go to put it on and realize that this part that goes into the pitman arm is fine. It fits in there snug. We could tighten it up. this part that goes into the axle, there's a little arm coming off that, like a GM axle. And well, the hose is way too big. And so we're like, what are we gonna do? So we called the place up. They said, send it back to us. They're gonna redo the pipe to make an end. They could put like, I think it's a GM, whatever, tie rod end on there, and hopefully it'll fit on that arm. We actually sent the whole link, everything back along with the arm to make sure to get the right tie rod end on there. Now, how much was that, Blaze?
$40.
$40. $108 for the part, and then at $40 it cost him to send it back to California, which is crazy. And that was UPS, I think. So what's the secret, Blaze? Bike parts. Let me see his 73 Scout. One day, what was it doing on there? Brought it in for something, and looked underneath there, and the hanger was broke off on the front axle. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I don't know when that happened. I mean, to him, it seemed like he was driving fine.
Yeah, but it's a Scout. I mean, they never drive.
Right.
It's like you can never tell whether it's good or if it's just a Scout.
So as you can see,
that's the frame.
That's the frame that tore out. So went in between. I welded in a piece of metal on top, and then I welded this back up underneath there with Zach's MIG weld or whatever. So I mean, so far it's holding. I don't know how long, but that was kind of a shocker.
And then another shocker. We went to go rotate the tires yesterday, and
oh yeah. So a long time ago when he first got it, it had no steering underneath there whatsoever, tie rods, anything like that. So somewhere along the way, we never actually tightened it all up. I would say we, but more than likely it was me. And we never put a cotter pin through the castle nut. So anyway, we went to see if the front brakes were working. He rotated tires and everything. And I'm like, I hit the brakes, and he did. I'm like, oh, they're locking up. And then I'm like, man, there's a lot of play here. I look, and it was like the cotter was a castle nut was like on the last thread on the tire rod. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we had tightened it up in both sides and put new cotter pins in there. So you should have drive better now, right, Blake?
oh yeah.
And then the truck tour, like I said, it's sitting waiting for that. What else did you do? Anything to that?
Pulled out the seats.
Yeah, pulled out the seats.
Started taking those apart.
Yeah, in the process of reupholstering. He cleaned up the frame, painted it all up. So now it's just a matter of getting my wife who hopefully knows what she's doing to help us. We got the material and everything. Just trying to reupholster it and put it back in there. So, but what else? 1980 Scout. I am just waiting on that right now. So, Zach Scout, it's fine. It just stays parked. Don't need to drive, but he hasn't yet. So, mine still looking for a tub. This one, I don't know, just sitting there. But that's about it. What else did we do, Blaze? Anything?
Like we need more things
to
do.
That's a lot of work. I mean, hopefully everything lines up. I mean, I did the inner fender, the outer fenders on that one.
Yeah, but didn't we have to ratchet it to one of the posts to pull it in?
Well, what happened was mine on that one was rusted out right here. So where that's bolted on. So I ended up cutting out from the parts got out there, welded it on there, but I don't think I'd lined that up right. So now, again, that's why we need to, before we throw it all back together, we'll kind of mock it all up. See, make sure the tailgate is, got good gap and everything else. See the doors. But I mean, this is sturdy. That's not moving. It's just a matter of the back part. So, but I mean, that floor is kind of a pain because basically the floor goes up underneath here, slides underneath there, and then slides over there. I'm not going to put it in like it's technically, perfectly, because we still got some of the old stuff right there, which I'm going to leave because hopefully it'll support it better. This has a little bit of rust, but again, we're just going to do what we need to do, and hopefully it all lines up. But what else, please?
I think that should pretty well be it.
But like I said, he's hopefully to find that one. The guy wants a lot of money for that one truck, whatever.
Yeah.
But it has a decent bed, has a tailgate and everything on there. So.
And we've come this far. Might as well throw more money at it.
I don't know about but anyway, it's not mine.
Then the Scout, the orange Scout 73 alternator still not charging.
Yeah, can't figure that out. I mean, it's the crazy thing. before he came home for training, I went ahead and I'm like, oh, I'm cleaning it all up for him, and I pressure washed the engine because it had a whole bunch of gunk on there. As soon as I did that, you can hit the key and I'm like, boom, and then die out, boom, die out, boom, die out. So I went ahead and just did a hot wire from the ignition switch to the coil to have power to it. So I don't know. I mean, we replaced you put a new battery in there.
Put a new alternator.
Put a new alternator. You know, the old one was bad. I mean, they checked it wasn't charging while I was in the vehicle, pulled it off, brought it to the O'Reilly's out of the vehicle, and same thing, like it's not charging. So we got a brand new alternator, and I don't know why it's doing that. So right now he has a dual battery
setup. Yep. Have a charged battery in the floorboard and one in the engine.
Yep. And whenever he goes dead, he's gonna swap it out. Hey, Amber. But all right. Anything else?
I think that's about it.
All right.
Hopefully we'll pick up another truck this week. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for watching.